Live, sir.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our June 22nd, 2026 Commissioners Meeting. Commissioner Lennon will lead us in invocation and pledge. Please rise as you're able.
Good morning, Lord, and thank you for giving each of us the breath to enjoy this Monday morning here in 2026. Thank you for our first responders and our military, our law enforcement people that make this still one of the greatest places in the world to live. Be with us today as we take care of business for Bartholomew County and its residents. And finally, Lord, thank you for the many, many blessings that you give us each and every day. In thy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
We can't hear. We can't get on. Call down to the help desk.
Everything's up and running.
Okay.
First item on the agenda is the approval of minutes.
I move to approve those minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Next up, we have the approval of payroll.
I'll move to approve our payroll.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Weekly reports for the week of June 15th. It was a short week. We had 27 new permits issued. Fee amount collected of $4,903. Value amount estimated $1.5 million. That report is available in code enforcement if anyone would like to peruse it. Next up, we have Danny Hollander. Good morning, Danny, our Highway County Engineer.
Morning.
Good morning. Man with the high water signs.
Yep.
Danny, what you got for us today?
The crew report, we put riprap in the ditch on Dynamite Road.
I was there yesterday looking at that, or Saturday, and it looked really good.
Yeah, we'll see. Some of it's got too much riprap in it, I think, but hopefully the
Anyway,
water will still go through.
Thanks for getting that done.
We ditched on 650 east, we extended a pipe on 650 south, we picked up trees that are falling in the right of way. We mowed intersections in Wayne, Hall Creek, Clifty, Clay, and Sand Creek Township. And then Milestone paved 225 west and 1050 east.
Thank you, sir. You have some proposals.
Yeah, I got a bunch of quotes for culvert pipes, big culvert pipes.
All kind of in the southwest this time.
Yeah, they're,
We had 3 culverts. We had 3 proposals. We had multiple bids on each one. The first one was at 700 West south of Becks Grove Road. You had concrete box culverts for these. Low bid was S&M Precast out of Henryville, $15,612. Indiana Precast was $20,825.64. CivilCon was $24,441.84, and an alternate from CivilCon was $26,822. The low bid of $15,612 from S&M Precast. Are you comfortable with that?
yes, I am.
I make a motion, we go ahead and award that to S&M Precast.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion passes.
Danny, question, when it's 30 feet, 36 lineal feet, how many pieces is it? Does that come in sections?
It depends on how big it is. It's more by the weight, you know, if it's a bigger culvert, they come in
So
shorter.
this one's 3 feet tall. Will it be in 2 pieces? Or do you know?
No, it'll be, the precast will be in like 6-foot
Okay,
pieces, so it'll be
alright.
like feet of them.
All right, got it.
Or six of them.
Okay, thank you.
Next up, Deaver Road, west of 400 West, you had 3 bids, S&M Precast out of Henryville, 32,558. Indiana Precast out of Henryville, 33,533.28. And Civilcon out of Jeffersonville, 39,473.64. Low bid was S&M Precast, 32,558. You comfortable with that bid?
Yes.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Next up, 550 Southwest of State Road 11, you had 4 bids. Civilcon out of Jeffersonville with an aluminum box culvert, $43,060. S&M Precast out of Henryville, $43,760. Indiana Precast out of Columbus, $45,175.68. Civilcon out of Jeffersonville with the concrete box, $52,992.28. The aluminum box culvert was the low bid, $43,060. We were surprised by that.
I was too, and I called to check on it and they said it was correct, so I don't know. Aluminum hasn't been competitive in 5 years, you know, apparently they just want to sell one. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd make a motion then. We go ahead and we're all right with an aluminum, aren't we, Danny?
Yes, yeah.
Make a motion, we go ahead and award that to Civilcon, $43,060.
Second.
The motion is second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Dan, you have anything else for us today?
No, that's all I have.
All right, well, thank you very much. Stay dry, my friend. Next up, we have our E911 Director, Todd Noblet. Good morning, Todd.
Morning.
Consideration of contract with Motorola Solutions, Inc. for Emergency Operations Center Radio Communication System. This is a biggie.
This is a big one.
It's a big one.
In 2025, I presented both county commissioners and county council a 5-year plan of large expenditures that we anticipated we would have in the next 5 years. And one of the things that we had identified was our core radio system. And we had that really tagged to replace in 2030. That's when our contract ran through. And that's what we intended to do. In January of this year, Motorola contacted us and let us know that in 2031, our core system would no longer be serviceable. We've had it since 2015 at the 911 center, and that it would be no longer serviceable. And they had asked if we would be willing to go ahead and replace our system early instead of waiting to 2030, simply because this system we have is the most popular and widely used in the United States for dispatch centers. And they understand they will not be able to meet the demand in 2030 by replacing all of those across the United States at one time. So I asked them to provide information to us and a quote. That first quote come in at over $1 million. It was $1,050,000. And
Just for the equipment,
the whole system, which would be the software, the equipment, the entire core system,
but not the warranties.
not the warranty, correct. That was just the system. To me, I did not see where that was any advantage to Bartholomew County at that time to go early. Make a long story short, the last 4 months, we've had a lot of negotiations, and we were able to get them finally to reduce the cost of that to $619,751.60, which was a 41% reduction over the initial quote that they give us. We felt that that will be advantageous to our community. I approached county council actually last week. They did approve the money for that, providing that the county commissioners are good with the contract. So the contract's actually two portions. One is the purchase of the system and the equipment, which was the $619,751.60. The second part of the contract has to do with the maintenance contract. Originally, they only wanted to give us a 4-year contract, and the cost for that 4 years was about $300,000. Again, through negotiations, we were able to get them to significantly reduce that cost and give us actually 11-year contract for the maintenance contract. In the last couple of years of that contract, they capped the cost. And so for the maintenance contract over 11 years is $401,765. Now that is already a budgeted item. We pay that annually, so that 401,000 will be broken up over 11 years. And like I said, that is already a budgeted item for us that we have every year. So the actual cost for the entire system, both for the system and the maintenance contract, is $1,021,516.60. We have had several meetings with our partners from the city of Columbus because this is eligible for the 45-55 split. We've had numerous conversations with Mayor Fredon and then Councilman Miller and also the city controller, Regina McIntyre. They are in agreement as well that this is a good time and to move forward. I anticipate that over the life of the contract, by doing this now, we're going to save probably $350,000 to $400,000 over the life of that contract. And we've sent this contract to Mr. Show for his review. And also we've sent the contract to Bartholomew County IT. And I think we're all in agreement that there's no issues, and we would ask that you consider signing this contract.
And Tony, I've been involved in that. And I'm good with it. I think it's as good as we're gonna get.
So the system price, $619,751.60. The city pays 55% of that.
Correct.
The county pays 45% of that, and this is budgeted.
So that part I did have an additional appropriation.
But I mean, you've already approached council, they've
Yes,
approved that
yes,
money.
and they approved that last week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then how did you get 11 years, a price for 11 years of warranty? That's shocking to me.
Well,
They would commit that far out.
well, yeah, and Commissioner Kleinhentz was the one that was kind of pushing us to get a longer contract with that, and so.
Problem is we were giving up on the front end. We were giving up the last 3 years of our
Yeah.
current agreement. So
Right.
Yeah, so we still have 3 years in our agreement. They give us that pricing. Originally, they weren't going to give us that pricing and it was significantly more. So they allowed us to keep that pricing. And so the increments were much less because we're staying on that 3 year that we have remaining in that. So, yeah.
Can you tell us at all what sort of upgrades we're going to be getting from this? Will there be any new technologies that will come of this?
Yeah. So the good thing is they're going to be able to use some of the same equipment. So for example, our antennas, some of our consulates, things like that, they'll be able to use. What it allows for is what's called Next Gen 911. And this really is going to be dependent upon public safety, such as the law enforcement agencies and fire agencies. But there's a lot of things out there available, for example, with communications that do run through the radio system as well, such as they can live feed into the dispatch center, live audio and video, and things like that. And while at this point, local law enforcement hasn't chosen to go down that path because that's going to be extremely expensive and things like that. But there are things like that that's going to move us into what is required for the next gen for 911 centers that is mandated. So
We'll be prepared.
Yes,
We'll have the capability
in place.
when those
Yep.
become obligatory.
Yep, correct.
All right. Anybody else have any questions for Todd?
It's painful, you know, it's again, such a large portion of our elected taxes go toward emergency services, public safety. And this is kind of one of those kind of under the radar. You don't see it walking on the streets. You don't see it driving a police car, but it's a pretty big expense.
You notice it when it's not there.
That
And
is
you
for
notice
sure.
it when it's not there.
Yeah, and this is the base communication system for all of public safety in our community.
Tony, I'll make a motion. You stated the numbers, didn't you?
The total contract price is $1,021,516.60.
And that's what we're signing as the contract. We know the
Signing
breakdown. I'll move
contract.
that we approve that contract.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion?
My father-in-law's gonna ask, did you spend a lot of money today? And I'll say, yes.
Yes. But over 11 years. Motion and a second. Hearing no other discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks for keeping us on the forefront and keeping us as safe as we possibly can be.
Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.
Next up, we have our sheriff, Chris Lane, in the room. Welcome, Chris. And Bobby Shake is here as well.
Morning, Sheriff.
Morning. Bobby, you want to come up?
Bobby can come on up here in case you got some technical questions. She's the brains of when it comes to
Brains
grants.
of the operation.
Yes, sir. Basically, why we're here is we're wanting to put in for a grant. It just got opened up about a week ago when we found out about it. It's called a COPS grant. It's a federal grant that helps pay for new officers this year in the budget. And I've met with all the council members also. We're going to be asking for a couple more merit deputies. Obviously, because a lot of growth in that north part of the county up there at 31 and I-65 with apartment complexes, factories and all that going up there. To have a long year, 5-year plan. We were looking at 1/5. Last year, we didn't ask for any because of all the tax stuff. So we postponed it a year. So this year we're going to be asking for 2. This grant came available, but typically with federal grants, there's a small window. And you have to make that on their time frame. So the grant has to be submitted by mid-July. So we're wanting to have your permission to go ahead and do the work. It's a quite in-depth grant. It would be for $250,000 towards staffing. It's $125,000 per deputy over 3 years. It will be doesn't pay for everything, but it does help pay for a lot of the initial costs, training, salaries and that type of stuff to get things, heading the right way.
So this is not a 3-year grant. This is a one-time.
It's my understanding you'll get it over three years. So it'd be
Over 3 years.
approximately $41,000 a year
It helps offset.
over those 3 years, which would offset the first 3 years of those new employees.
Now, we have applied for COPS grants before, but this is a new one?
This is a new one.
Yeah?
They
Okay.
just cut loose about $700 million. And I believe about 150 of that is designated for staffing increases.
So this is the 2026 COPS hiring program, CHP grant through federal agency, U.S. Department of Justice. This grant will assist in funding 2 merit deputy positions being requested in the sheriff's 2027 budget, will offset the initial cost. It's reimbursable, so we spend the money, they pay us back. Requires a budget. And the county match it doesn't say what the county match is, but what is it, 250,000, I assume?
It's got to be at least 25%, which will be over that with what
It's a
our current
reimbursable
salary.
grant.
And also, this is also contingent on council approval at budget time for those 2 positions. If that obviously doesn't happen, then we would decline the grant at that time.
But we're not approving the grant, we're just approving the grant application.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll make a motion that we approve that grant application for this COPS grant, $250,000 request.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and seconds. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Thank you both so much. Thanks for all you do. All right. Next up, we have Scott Mays, our Technology Director for the county, a consideration of annual maintenance and license renewal for information technology for Enable Services. Clever name. Scott, good morning.
Morning. Quick unrelated note, just wanted to mention, we had a few attendees that had trouble signing into Zoom. It appears, there's a regional Zoom outage.
Okay.
Regional outage happening, so that's what those challenges were.
So they couldn't get in at all?
It looks like at least the ones I'm aware of were able to get in. I had them call the help desk downstairs and they did something to help them get.
All right, thank you for that.
Yeah. All right, and I requesting the renewal of our endpoint security product from Enable, resold by CDWG. This product is our all of the endpoints across the county, does security patch management, antivirus types of protections, and remote management services for all of our computers. It's budgeted for within budget at $40,737.10. And this is something that's installed on every computer and server that we have in the county.
Okay, well, on all of them, huh? It's amazing how much effort is put into keeping bad people out of our system.
It's expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Not as expensive as if they get in.
That's right.
That's right.
I make a motion, we go ahead and sign this agreement with Enable. And again, that cost is $40,737.10.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Scott, thank you very much. Next up, we have our treasurer's monthly report. I've entrusted that to the care of Commissioner Kleinhans.
I have that report. Everything looks in order and it is signed by our county treasurer, Barbara Hackman. It's for the month of March 2026. I'll move that we accept that into our minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. That ends our advertised agenda. I will say our next regularly scheduled meeting will be Monday, June 29th. Next Monday, right here, same time. Anyone have anything to share with us for the good of the cause today? Anybody been out to the fair yet? Had a corn dog, pork chop? Yes, ma'am, Sharon.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're waving, you've been out to the fair. Oh, okay, all right. What did you have?
Actually, I had pulled pork.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, it's delicious.
Nothing wrong with that.
And ice cream.
Well, that's a state law. You gotta have.
Yeah, right.